everybody, this is Chris from Craftyharmony. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, we're going to make quick and simple cards using 3D die cuts. I love 3D die cuts because you can really make very simple cards in minutes. I'm going to do these with you. So there will be one card for girls, let's say like this, and one card's more for males, a little darker and with some sports or some other kinds of ideas for them. It can be for a Father's Day, for retirement, for all kinds of occasions, and it's very, very simple to do. So let me show you more here in details. So I have put very, very few embellishments because when you're in a hurry, you don't have time to make flowers. So this is what it's meant to be. So this is not the most 3D like I have, but I had only 2 little pieces left, so I decided to do this. I have used some kind of washi tape. It's a very, very thin one. It's not actually washi tape, but I'll show you that in a minute. This one is more 3D like, and you're going to use some 3D foam to put in the back, of course, and this one as well. And I've put some little glasses of beer. I think this one is nice too for fishing, for those who like. It's a very seasonal card, I think, as well. Okay, you can put more cards. These are more called like European or French cards because they're not so embellished. You don't put, it's not too busy. You can do anything you want. So I'm going to start with the kind of man card. So usually you would fold it in half like this. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to leave a little gap. You can leave this border as big or as small as you want. That's totally up to you. And if you don't have the right envelopes for this, I remind you that I have a great video here on the upper right corner that you can watch. This is a way to make envelopes for any kind of card, any size, and of course also any shape as well. I have an update on that too. So okay, I've got my card here, and now I've decided to use some die cuts. So I have this brand, whatever brand it is, it doesn't really matter. It's special 3D die cuts images, and they usually come with sets of 2. So you could make at least 2 cards. So I've got one here. Let's take a blank one. Okay, this is good. So you've got here different images that you can cut out and stick on top of each other. So this is one, and there's another card here that you can use. So with only one page, you can at least do 2 cards, probably even more. You could do 2 cards in one if you put less on top of each other. So it's really economical. It's just a few bucks. You've got different themes. You've got beer, you've got football, golf, it's kind of motorcycling, you've got space, all kinds of different images. These are more like vintage images, but I really like them. It's for any kind of age as well. I think it's really nice. I'm going to take the theme grill today. I'm not sure actually, probably I like this color. It's a beautiful color. If it's I think it's probably too brownish, so I am going to use this one here. So I think it's a bit more interesting. So I already put some double-sided 3D foams on the back. You can also use just plain adhesive if you want. And there's only half of it that I'm going to put on. The other side here has no tape, of course, so you can open it this way. And then I've also used all the other images here that I'm going to put on top. And what I like to do is slightly, I don't overlap them perfectly. I also put them on an angle so it gives even more dimension to it. See that? It's not perfectly aligned. And I think it really looks better. There's also another one here in the center. And there's the sausage here. And a chicken bone here. And there you go. I think this is good. I'm going to add a few more, and this is something I wanted to show you. Depending on, let me find it again. You've got these kinds of designs in the center. There are not die cuts, they're not cut off, but what you can do, and this is what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to cut some pieces off by hand. It's very simple. I'm not going to do any kind of fussy cutting, but I'm going to cut them there. And I'm going to put 2 more on the sides of my card, one here and one there. put some adhesive on the back, and then I'm going to put one rib here and this around here as well as a reminder. And this is done. You've got a card done in seconds. What will take most of the time is just put the 3D elements on the back to make it stand out. And this is so cute and funny, and this would be a marvelous card for any occasion. I'm gonna choose this card, and I've chosen on another set of 3D elements some roses. So again, I'm gonna go with a little margin here. I think this one is good. And I've got this 3D element. So I might do this one directly with the tape. Let's see, I'm gonna put it here. I've got a little happy birthday. And of course, I've prepared some of the die cuts also, and slightly don't completely overlap them for more interest and more dimension. If you do exactly on top, it's not going to really do the same effect. So I'm offsetting them. I've got the rose here. One is here. And last but not least, this one as well here. So I've got some elements on top of each other. If you don't have some die cuts like this, what you can do, and I've already showed you that, so I will put the link to that video too, is that you can print out an image that you like, and you print it several times, and then you cut out the pieces that you want to put on top of each other. Now that I'm done with this, I think it's a bit too empty, so I'm going to use some of these little foil tapes. So this is normally made for nails. They come in a variety of colors and sizes. As for example, you've got two fairly thick one here. They're not so thick, but they are a little bit. And you've got this one really, really thin. If you take a look at this card, this one is much thicker and it's gold. And I have this one here that is with a silver background, and you've got different colors. It's multicolor on top. You've got some green, reds, blues, yellows. But for this one, let me see. Either I can use some gold, or maybe a very thin pinky one I am going to use on top. If they don't really stick too well, I think that you could put a little bit of glue on the back. That's totally fine. Yes, I think this color is going to be nice. I'm going to take a little bit of it off here. I'm going to cut a piece. And then I'm just going to make it some kind of a square. Not really a square, but a frame somehow. I'm going to cut this piece off. And I want to do something like geometrical, but not everywhere the same either. So you see, it's just randomly put, but it looks like you really thought about it. And I really think it's nice. This is matte, this is really bright and shiny. What you could also do is put a little bit of glossy accents on some of the flowers to make them pop out more and give a more 3D look to it. But how easy was this? Really nice, very fast to do, completely unusual, that you don't see everywhere because it overlaps also this part here, and it makes things very interesting. You could probably use, if you have some leftover flowers, put some more inside here as well where you're gonna put your text, but I think it's really nice. And you could do this with any kind of shapes, with any kind of themes, for any kind of age. You could do the same thing for children, for example, as well, with an appropriate image, for example, and all kinds of cards for all year long. So this is it. You've got 2 cards done in minutes. these are the two. These are the one that I have made as well. And I've already offered some of these to my friends and they really love them because you are not going to find these cards in your markets. So please give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified every time I post a new video. And please share on social medias. Sharing is caring. And also leave me your comments below. Have you tried? Do you think they're unusual as well? This is really nice when I can read your comments as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care and see you soon for other tutorials. Bye.